everyone wants to achieve. I don't think anybody, when asked this question, do you want something more than what you have today? And the answer is no. Everyone says yes. Just like each and every one of you, you want to achieve something. Some want to achieve something big, buy big things, buy car, the house, the holiday you want, take your family out. There's so many things that each and every one of you want to do. But over the years, the discussion that I have with everyone when it comes to turning this goal, dream into goals, this dream into goals, or working on it, is this fear. I'm afraid. I'm scared. And there are many reasons, many things people are afraid of, scared of, fearful. Failing, what people think of me, how people will see me, judgments, how if this doesn't work, how if they reject me, how even if this happens, or I achieve, or success. Because success comes now with responsibilities. It is going to demand a version of you that needs upgrade to actually hold that success. I'm afraid I cannot lead, I cannot do that. So how do we take ourselves out of this fear zone and focus on what we want to achieve? And I realized over the years, I don't think we can totally take this fear away from us. One day, maybe you're fearful of making calls. And then you sit down and call. After about 25, 30 calls, you get comfortable. Then you become fearful of doing presentation on your own. Then after about 10 presentation, you get comfortable. So the moment you get comfortable with something, then you're afraid of something else. And the fear is always there in different forms. And I realize the only way to battle this fear is action, taking action. There is no other way you can handle this except for action. If you're afraid of calling, you have to now call. If you can't call and you don't take that action, you will not get the confidence. It is like if you want to swim, let me give you an example. If you want to swim and you really want to swim, you like water and you don't know how to swim, no amount of videos you can watch, no amount of classes you can take to learn how to swim. The only way you're going to swim is getting into water. But you don't have to get into the sea. Hey, you can go to a swimming pool, controlled environment. You can have a coach that is going to guide you. But if you don't get into the water, you will not swim. So now you want to swim, but you're afraid of water. What do? Get into the water. You are scared. Get into the water. You don't know how to swim. Get into the water. You never swam before. Get into the water. There is no way you're going to learn how to swim if you don't get into the water. And the same way here in our business, there is no way you're going to overcome this fear if you don't get to work. You got to focus on action. So what can I do today? How can I call? What can I do? How do I present? How do I show up? How do I talk to a downline? How do I talk to a prospect? You got to do something. And what helped me over the years, and many people who are working it, doing it, and achieving their goals, is having this someone to help, a power of association, a working upline, being in the right environment, because this gives you the confidence. Talking to an upline, and upline said, look, I'm here. Let's make those calls. And suddenly you have this little confidence. And you come for an event and you see other people who look like you are doing it. And suddenly you feel, hey, I can't. So the only way to tackle this fear is through action. But the only way to get into action is to recognize that it has to be done repetitive, again and again and again, repetition. So if you continuously repeat, then you will find that confidence. And to able to have that energy to repeat, now you need the environment. This is the reason why when someone stay close to the power of association, to the team, to the uplines, to the system, and you suddenly feel that you can do, you are able to do it, and you continuously have the discipline to continuously repeat, then suddenly you gain that strength to do it. And when you start seeing progress, you start having the confidence. And the moment you have this confidence, the fear will shrink. I don't think it will totally go away from you. It will just not be stopping you from doing what you have to do. So it is such an interesting place to be, to have a vehicle like ours, QNet, to be able to help us to build a business that can give us a limitless potential, can give us the kind of money we have never imagined it's even possible. And to have this environment that supports that. And what we need to do, what you need to do, is to recognize that the fear will always be there. But as long as you understand, it's repetition, repeatedly doing something again and again and again and again and again, and having the environment to support you, to give you that energy, to give you that encouragement, to give you that support that you can continuously do. And in today's world, if your upline is not there holding your hand, it's okay. Keep yourself positive. How do I keep myself positive? I create an environment around me that is positive, that gives me that energy by listening to positive videos, by listening to positive messages, listening to a positive song, watching a positive clip again and again and again. So I'm also creating an environment around me so that I remain positive. To do what? To do the very things that is going to bring me that money into my Quest account. What is that? That list of names, that presentation, that invitation, the calling again and again, helping someone to sign up. And after signing them, getting them started, back to the same thing. So what do I do? Again and again and again and again. What do you do? Again and again and again and again. How do you do this? Again and again and again. That's it. And how do we do it? Keep yourself positive. Create that environment. And plug yourself into an environment that supports that. Then the fear will start going down. And guess what? You start achieving. You start seeing progress. The more you see the progress, the more the confidence will come. And that's how big things are achieved. Small confidence, step by step.